Prophetic Messages from the Lord for the 30th of December 2017. And this is a compilation of prophetic messages from various of God's messengers, all consolidated into a format presented to you. Please take every word you hear before the Lord for confirmation. The Father says, "Time is on your side in this hour. What you felt did not get completed at the right moment will be receiving an extension. I desire to give you peace, but also grace in what you hesitated to fully embrace during this season. 2017 is finishing with what was to be done will be done. Listen to what I place upon your heart and mind. Move quickly, and you will see that I make a way where there is no way. People who continually doubt the working of your hands will watch as I take you right to the highest of places in me. You have what you need. Do not doubt yourself, for I have full confidence in who I created you to be. Take up, and I will push you onward. Your hope comes from my very breath. I am not finished with your journey. We are sewing up current matters so that your hands are free for what is to come in 2018. My favor is upon you heavily. Doors that remain closed for even years will soon be flying open under my authority and good pleasure. I have not forgotten what you have waited for. I have heard your prayers and pleas, so get ready. The beginning of 2018 will usher in swift answers. You are not denied. You are my beloved. I will not change my mind about you or the destiny. Take heart that I am for you always. When a boat rocks, I will calm what refuses to cease. Your latter days will be bigger and brighter, so ignore the words of the enemy near and far. I did not take you this far to throw out the magnificent glory yet to arrive for my people. Do you not yet understand that I include you into all that I do within the earth realm? You are a very important piece of what is yet to be poured out to all of mankind. The year is ending with a bang, and the new year is coming in with all of heaven celebrating. Embrace what is coming. More is in line with my kingdom than is out of it. Can you fathom? Even the enemy knows who he is subject to. Do not worry about your days. I have gifts to unwrap and new places for you to travel to. In the shaking of the world, find my peace. Within the shaking, in and through you, find my peace. When you feel confused about your days, take time to find a peace once more. Nothing is wasted, and I will show you over the next few months just how I have used even the bad in your life for many benefits, not just one or two. For Moses to get to the Red Sea crossing, he had to fully trust my leading, even when strategically it made no logical sense to him. Do you have that kind of radical faith that will stand firm even when others are ready to walk away from you? People will leave, and some will even come back, but to stay in my constant flow, you have to forsake the words of man when they are not in agreement with my voice. I am your rear guard, and I will take care of those that speak against what I have sent you to do. Yes, the water will crash against the boat, but you will not sink, and you certainly will not drown. Release the expectations that you have about who you are and who you will become. I am the potter's wheel. I am refining you even today in my fire. Who people label you as or capable of being is not something to ponder. No one sets out thinking they would become a legend. Many just see themselves as this finite being, fragile and insignificant. I see something else entirely. When you are moving forward, it may seem like you are moving backwards. It is just an illusion in reality. The enemy motions against you, but take heart, this too shall pass. You are my glory carriers and my world changers. 2018 is going to be like nothing else you have seen. For in a day, I can reverse decades of evil. That is surely worth celebrating. When you felt pressure to accept the doom and gloom mentality, I will show you that there is nothing to fear, and I am obliterating mountains of rubble in front of you and for the nations. I hear the cry of my people. I will answer swiftly and justly to all that comes against my chosen. I made you to withstand the pressure and triumph over every challenge that may come. You are not small in any way. I am guiding you through the turns and shifts. Many view themselves as an out-of-date model, but today find that you have been refurbished in my glory. Upgrades and long-awaited new assignments are being sent from heaven above. Focus on the need others have for just what you possess. Too many think they have nothing to offer and live in the despair of comparing themselves to others. If I wanted a carbon copy, I would have done so. Understanding that you carry what others may not, you are a vital piece and a much longed for piece. I can do nothing with a bride that only wants to be the ears or the arms. You are all purposefully what is missing at this moment in human history. Forsake the notion that someone else can do better with what I have given you. I have placed inside of you a part that no one else will fill. If you abandon your posts, sections of my plan become uncompleted. Stand united, hand in hand with your brothers and sisters in Christ. What good does it do anyone when the body rejects various parts because they believe the function can be lived without? Will not death soon follow? If I put it there, then it is necessary and not to be overlooked. Each level of foundation supports the upper foundations. What you seek to collapse will do so upon you. I have not failed to notice those who have evil intentions against others. I will answer to all of it that goes on within my house and temple. Who do you consider your God? There cannot be two in your life. What you do and say matters with a heavy weight. Is it not so that all of your days are written out before me to read? Do not succumb to foolish, prideful endeavors. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. I want you to forsake following the crowd and people-pleasing. Who you fellowship with molds and shapes you into that mindset. After all, do not gossipers and slanderers huddle in corners together? Sin brought you death, and I have restored you to life. Turn away from the death both in words and deeds. Your very soul depends on what you choose to feed it with. You have been in a time of dryness and only finding little trickling streams. Today, find the water springing up from the deeps and rivers turning into oceans. All that you need has been supplied. You are ready. Believe in yourself because I believe in you. Let the new be completed in your life. Do not seek out what is fading away. I am not in the former, but the latter. Expect things to change and not by the illegitimate forces that people believe to be winning. I have a desire to fulfill great and mighty exploits in and through you. Partner fully with me to unveil all that has been set aside for you. The naysayers will still be on the street corner shouting gloom and doom. Who do you believe in this hour? I have been with you since the beginning, and I will be there through it all. Do I not know what was, is, and will be? You are coming out and walking in freedom like you have not experienced in the past. The promises that have been stored up are being released. Let all bitterness and regret leave you. When your hands are empty, I will fill them with my unprecedented favor. The enemy advanced right into a trap. Find my peace. wrapping you up and taking you through the closing of several doors. And optimism is invading your mind and will. Unspeakable joy and a lighter load is pushing you past the days of sorrow into heavenly bliss. You are unstoppable. You will not be denied, as the storm will break, as this too shall pass. Envision that you are walking on the water, and it shall be established in your life. Welcome me, for when you do, turnarounds and breakthroughs will manifest all around you. If you trust me, you will see what I am up to on your behalf. What you have given up on, I have not. Today, find old paths, long forgotten about, enter your mind. You cross these things off of your list of areas that you could be successful in, but I say I will renew this for you. Whether you got ahead of me or simply misunderstood what you needed to do, I will bring it all back with the force of a hurricane. I will clear what is blocking you and give you what is necessary to accomplish all that is in your heart to do. I have not placed you aside to take on better causes. People would try to convince you that I am not for you. They would say your failure was because of something lacking on the inside of you. I say to you, forget the negative words others spilled out before you. You and I will settle what is and what is not regarding your life. I am the keeper of your days. What does or does not come to be in your life starts in our relationship, not the nosy glares from others. They can claim all they want. I will set you on the highest of rocks, in spite of those that said that you can't. I am not limited by your darkest of days, weeks, or even decades. I know how to get you to the right place at the right time, even if I have to pave a whole new road just for you. I want you to enjoy your life. Enjoy it all. All is going to be okay, for it all is in my hands. Let go of the trying to do it all on your own. Let go of your self-loathing that you do when no one is looking. I have counted your days good before me. I am not finished with you yet, and I am taking you places you never imagined, and neither will your worst enemy either. Try a new way of thinking that all things are going to work out for my glory, and you will finish the race better than you first thought as you set out in your youth. When things look upside down, remember I even created that too. I know what I am doing, and I will take you from glory to glory even when all of hell breaks loose over your day. I am not caught off guard. I have already prepared the response to what is going on today, tomorrow, and next week. You are covered completely and loved even more sweetly. You are loved, my precious child. Give me all of those burdens and junk that you are carrying around. I want it all. I created everything out of nothing by my imagination. If I can do all of that, what more can I do with what is in your own life? Today, I am bringing a greater understanding and clarity to the concept of beauty from ashes. For I am a God who can take even the most darkest of moments, breathe a divine blessing back into what was dead, and it will become alive yet again. For when my hand moves over those ashes, you will bloom out of the dust. And from my favor, you will be propelled so forward into my divine restoration that you will see my goodness all around. What I am doing for you today will even shut up your worst enemy in their tracks. For what I have ordained, no one can stop. What need do you have for a savior if you do not need saving? For out of your need was my glory poured out over all flesh. What is your need this very day? Come to my throne with your smallest and grandest desires for repair. Have I not promised to restore what the locust and cankerworm have destroyed? What others meant for evil, I will surely turn around for your good. Keep pressing forward with your eyes focused on the blessing I have created you to be for all those you touch each day. Do not withhold good when it is your power to do so. For as the Son does what he sees the Father doing, so too are you called to do the same. For it is such a time as this that are you most utilized for change all around you. You have been set upon a hill as a beacon and catalyst for change. You are the light to the evil that moves to devour your territory. Through you will my kingdom be advanced. Do not take for granted this amazing gift. I choose to use you, and I choose to co-create with you. I am not a far-off God, but a God that sticks closer than a brother. Reach up, for I am imparting new tools and gifts to you this hour to bestow a greater light that has ever been seen before now. I am tearing down the structure that my churches have been built upon, for there has been a tainting and mixing of incorrect doctrines infiltrating my bride. Just as Peter fell astray, I sent Paul to realign. I will send my chosen, anointed vessels to realign with my plumb line. Many will resist the authority I have given these chosen. Recognize who is behind their commission and assignment unto you, for if I am your Lord, you will see I have sent them indeed. For when you receive my anointed, you will be blessed and saved from your own undoing. Do not continue to look through eyes covered with deception. The problem with deception is that the one who is deceived rejects the idea that they are deceived. Listen carefully, for I will send you helpers. Do not rush quickly to dismiss their words because they do not tickle your ears. Christ died to set all free. Do not be so sleepy that you fall back into the traps of the enemy. I will not permit my true bride to go back into business as usual. The bride will look different from this new alignment coming. She will sound strange at first, as Rhema revelation fills her mouth with power and action. With each generation did I reveal more and more mysteries that were hidden for just such a time as this. You will be caught up and changed by this movement. Glorious will you shine for the world to see. Chains and years of bondage dissolved in a mere moment. You can choose to drown or ride the waves of my voice. Awaken to my truth this very day. You cannot live in truth and lies at the same time. You must decide to be my sheep in all ways and not just a few. A radical way of living will alter every aspect of your life. A vessel cannot be used by my hand while under deceptions. Open your eyes and ears, for now is your time to be rescued from your own choices. All that is around you I will use to speak to you. Do not dismiss the random events that seems to be organized by an unseen hand. Were you delayed in traffic for my divine purpose today? My angels are on assignments to make sure you encounter my voice. I do not always come to you in the same manner as I did yesterday. My voice speaks to every need and every problem. If you miss what I am saying to you over here, I will try again over there. Look for me, and you will certainly find me. Be wise with heavenly wisdom. Ask, and I will freely bestow upon you knowledge that you have no earthly way of knowing. I will never stop speaking to you regardless of the time or season. If you step off the path that I drew out for you, stop, and I will hand you my compass yet again. You do not have to get yourself out of your own mess. I am your helper. My people die from lack of knowledge and vision. Come into full view and presence of what I am doing over you this hour. You can't see when you are looking through a tiny hole. Remove what is over your eyes. I am not standing far off, just observing what you will do today. I am actively involved in everything you encounter each moment. Sand is before your feet, and as the path needs to be adjusted, I will do so. Do not shrink back when condemnation and shame for what has gone off plan. I am patient with you. Let me console you and build you back up to be ready to go once more. The world will be cruel. Come to me for restoration and guidance. I will never leave you without my presence. You are powerful. Embrace who you are. The heights one may reach in my kingdom are limitless. Dare to dream the unimaginable, for when you do, you will find that it is surely imaginable. What man sees as a deficit will prove to launch you into depths never witnessed before your steps took the journey. Christ is your hope. Let your heart and mind receive the completed works of the cross. Allow my spirit to make all things new in your life. The dry bones truly will live again. Release what has gone the wrong way to me, for I will reverse what was meant for evil. Favor is your portion. Decide to turn away from the naysayers who only want calamity. Who you allow to fill your mind can cause endless doubts within your vessel. I desire to free you from the bondage others would like to place you in. Rest in me. Do not walk in striving to and fro. I will give you purpose and guidance. Challenge yourself to take on my unspeakable joy in all circumstances. I will fill you up to the overflow. Let me pour you out to a world that does not understand that there is another way, another truth, and life instead of death. You are my ambassadors. This is not meant to be a task or a chore. I will give you enjoyment in all that I show you. My compass is set and you are ready to go forth. Those that didn't see you coming are the first to be blessed in this hour. I am not finished with you, so get ready with anticipation. You have what the world is looking for. The enemy's lies are being exposed, so take action as you are the light that will shine as the fog is clearing. Many will tell you that I have no desire to watch you walk in prosperity and blessings. I placed Adam and Eve in the most lavish of gardens. Nothing was missing and nothing was a need or want. Why would I suddenly choose to see you impoverished and in lack? Why would I promise a glorious heaven to desire you to be in suffering now? You are the pearl of great price. My son left everything in heaven to be among you in order to purchase your life back from the enemy. There is no kingdom without you. Heaven and earth were created with you in mind. My resources are endless. What good are resources stored in a barn when they bless no one sitting in a barn? Forsake the lies thrown all around. My angels are assigned to help you and carry down what you need. Ask with enthusiasm and audaciously. Is your attitude blocking my favor? Ask me to show you what is unseen. Job saw his fortunes restored twice over when he was willing to pray for the friends who were misguided. I say this day, come before me and I will tell you how to unlock what has been blocked in your life. I am molding you into my son. I will ask you to do things that are out of your comfort zone. I will ask you to reach beyond the justice that you deserve to bless those who are seen as unworthy of your love and help. In the stillness of the night, I will speak to you about how you can see past the hurt and pain to find the glory in all situations. I have so much more to show and teach you in the coming weeks. Look for my outpouring before you. If you want the extreme and above the average joy that the Zoe way of life provides, then you will have to choose to dwell at the depths and not to accept a mediocre living. Many desire to only live in the shallow waters. They step in toes first, waiting for the water to feel the right temperature to their liking. They ask with a limited viewpoint, so they only receive what they are open to getting. They have called an end prematurely to the supernatural power demonstrated in my word, and they mock with disbelief the workings of the Holy Spirit for today. When a person only believes they are to just survive and not thrive, then they will live in despair even on the sunniest of days. Enjoy life to the fullest. Laugh, sing, dance, and shout, for the kingdom has already come. Let others enjoy the life I have given them without your judgmental eye ready to speak against the beauty that they are excited for. I give all of my children blessings and favor for all of the days of their life. I do not limit them with a scornful eye, and neither should anyone else if you are walking in my spirit. I place in their lives means to make the most out of what I have given them. It is not for them to answer to anyone else about how they use their presents from me. A heart of the envy will leave you empty and in the grasp of the enemy. Be careful that your own thoughts and tongue do not hold back your own blessings by speaking evil towards another. If someone is doing well, am I not their source? It is my glory and honor to give them the riches of my glory. My best is available to all, as I do not discriminate one of my children from another. My hand is ready to move. Come before me with clean hands and a pure heart. Do not lift yourself up to be equal with me. I am the one doing life with each one of you. Be happy for others as you would hope they would celebrate with you. This is the heaven mindset. You are not in lack unless you choose to adopt that mindset. My resources are endless. There is nothing that I would not do for those who would just believe. I use everything in your life to build you into strong men and women with faith and trust in me. You are going through and you will come out better at the end than when you started out. Accept my complete love for you this day. Turn away from what is keeping you in bondage and walk on the water that I created you to do. You are coming into your own within 2018. The time leading up to 2018 has made a way for you to discover all of the beauty that I place deep inside of you. You are taking on the mind of Christ and understanding you are my royal sons and daughters. I am erasing years of pain and regrets. The future is bright, so get ready for more of my glory and presence manifesting all around you. Take on your armor and weapons, for even these have been upgraded. Nothing is in lack within you. Know the confidence by which I will send you out into depths never known before. You are not a mere mortal creation. You are born of my spirit and flourish in this form in every way. No container can encompass who you truly are. What begins next has not been witnessed in your inner vessel before, but soon it will be very comfortable and familiar. Behold, I am doing a new thing within you. The old is fading away and the new is becoming as your very own skin. Take notice as even your manner of speaking will be shifting. Let my spirit flow out of your every dealings, and you will come to see me in all situations. Those who thought less will take note to what is happening all around, even when they fail to comprehend who is the master of your life. Let your dealings draw people in and not out. Silence is not truly silence if I am your voice. Not everything must be spoken, for I will reach the hearts and minds in ways beyond the scope of logic. You are rising up out of what kept you bound. The fast-moving train is approaching the station. It is time to leave behind what will not serve you in the now of today. Set your barometer to my setting and wait and watch for the weather pressure to begin to shift and change. A barometer picks up the slightest differences before any other signs are fully evident. You are not left without signs all around you. Fine-tune your spiritual senses to my kingdom, and you will be aware ahead of the curve. The sons of Issachar knew the times and seasons. I have called my people to not stand there looking all about confused while becoming so easily swayed one way to the other. If you are always looking for destruction and the end, you will surely interpret everything to fit your beliefs. Have I not called you higher than the logic of men? Only I know what will be and when. Don't waste your effort in the wrong endeavors. I have given you a call and a purpose. Your part in my plans is just as important as others. Your destiny is as big and high as you declare over your life. I have not set no such boundaries on what you can do for my name's sake. Many start their most notable journeys later in life, not in their youth. I only need a willing vessel to pour in and through. Character and integrity are vital aspects that my people need to consider in their daily life. I see even what is hidden. It is not big moments that derail your steps, but the little ones that you think you are getting away with until you end up making the bigger mistakes. You can lose my favor through infractions that you see as nothing of importance. I am speaking to your heart and mind about areas that I desire to overhaul. You are clothed in righteousness. Do not put on those filthy rags anymore. That is not who you are. It is not your inheritance. It is not your portion, and it is not my will for you today. You will simply walk away from this. You will not take this with you. It will not stick. And it will not come to pass and detour your life. As you deny the authority of your symptoms and your circumstance, you honor me and embrace my will. You will do nothing without my help, for you are not alone. You are not expected to accomplish my will in your own understanding or strength, for you are not on your own. Every mighty feat accomplished will be done by my hand through you. Every victory that is won will be my gift to you. Your days of overcoming are far from being at an end. As a matter of fact, they will soon begin. Miracles will once again follow wherever you go, and in my strength you will flow. You will impact many in the simple act of living in the moment and hearing my word. Your recent difficulties have given you a close look at your own weakness. But in your surrender to me, you will be given a bird's eye view of my strength. I will bring all of my considerable forces to bear against everything that comes against you in every circumstance. The innocent line up to be slaughtered. The wise don't run away. The trusting and grateful receive their greatest blessing, for it is the Lord who will avenge. I will shake the jailer and rattle his teeth. He will be so shaken he will lose his grip. I did not put a whip in your enemy's hand. You do not have to acknowledge him in your life, nor do you have to acknowledge anything he says. There is much fear and torment you will skip if you simply don't show up for it. What I have given you is complete freedom in your deliverance, and with your eyes on me, that is what you will walk in. Every moment of embarrassment the devil has given you will be revisited upon him. In every way he has humiliated you, I will humiliate him. I will pour out my glory on you and frustrate and annihilate him. I will have the last word on the subject of your life and your value with him. He will look at my glory in you and feel utter devastation and dread, for I not only have the final word in you, I am the final word, and your slate is wiped clean. let me do it. Give it to me and let me give it back my way. The suffering is your struggle to surrender, to admit you are not in charge, to see yourself as you truly are and to know your need. The glory is to know me as Lord. If you share in my death, you will also share in my life. If you share in my suffering, so you will also share in my glory. To consider your own poverty is to be poor in spirit. To consider the Lord's bounty is to live in it. You cannot build a house with just one brick. You must be given many bricks to build a house that you can live in. The person with a small brick will be given many such bricks, and with them he is being built into the house the Lord will live in. You will now begin phase 2 of your spiritual training. In phase 1, you learn to surrender your weakness and to abide in my strength. You learn to have joy in a heart that was not filled yet, and to see with spiritual eyes what you don't see with your natural eyes yet. In phase 2, you will learn to surrender your success, to choose to walk in humility as you devote your strength to me. You will learn to opt for my desires and will with a heart that is already filled. In phase 3, you will see with your eyes what you know to be my will as everything comes together by the power of my spirit. Now that I have established a relationship with you, I will establish covenant with you, and that is how you will live. I will show you how much I love you and what that means for your life. I will establish my intentions for you in your heart and reveal my thinking toward you to renew your mind. I will teach you to walk free of the limitations of your thinking and how to be free in mine. I will show you your inheritance and teach you to enter in. You will live in my presence and I will live in yours. This was always my intention and my goal from the very beginning. You will have what I have, for does a parent not store up for his own children? In integrity of heart, maturity, and wisdom, you will walk out your inherited portion. In view of all eternity, 30 years' time is a blink of an eye. I have done a mighty work in you, using powerful tools and a powerful hand. Yet this was an easy task considering your soft, repentant heart. That was your first miracle, and where I had to start. I have given you your brokenness and used it to give you eyes to see my most wonderful gift. One can tell where they are going by knowing where they have been. You may set your weary hearts to rejoicing, for heaven is your destination. You may rest in my gentle care, for being in my arms is your restitution. I have moved heaven and earth to get you where you are going. Your inheritance was not given to someone else. What you think was withheld and taken away simply made room for what is my will to give you today. In accepting my will, you also accept my gift. You will humbly receive what I proudly give. Your blessing has been sent, and it will come to you with the speed and precision of a bullet. I anticipate watching your delights as you see my wonderful gift. That is still a rare treasure, whether anyone knows it or not. It is still valuable, even if no one ever picks it up. Your rate of spiritual growth has accelerated. You are now in a place you have never been. You will perceive the truth of my life in your heart and mind at an extremely accelerated rate of ascent. You will speak what you perceive as revelation, and less than an hour later you will have outgrown it. At the rate my truth is growing in you, you will soon resemble me and not your former self. At the rate you receive my thoughts about you, you will receive who you are called to be. The speed with which you receive my love as a balm for your former self is how fast you will be transformed and healed. Hey, you are all right. You're with me. You had me with one single tear. How shall I not rush to your aid? How shall I not come to you with more than comfort? You are my beloved, and from this day you will do far more than endure. You will inherit the land you have watered with your tears. You will know the joy of having your feet set on a high hill. But more than this, you will know how deeply you are loved. All that has been denied you will be given back to you. I will restore all the desires lying dormant in your heart. I will see to it that your heart is filled with joy. All those who denied you your rightful place and withheld from you your rightful due will see me place you in a secure place as I give you what I desire for you. More than what was withheld, it will be in proportion to my ability to give. I am preparing a great feast. I will be serving a banquet filled with excitement and a grand display of prayers delightfully answered. I will be giving every manner of blessing to my beloved. This will be her coming out party and a time to remember. Your storehouses will grow and become fattened. No matter what you use, there will always be more. You will take your portion, but it will grow as you do. There will be more left over after, for in greater and greater abundance I will provide for you. There will be a great outpouring of my glory and my spirit that will state my intention among men. The overflow alone will far exceed every move on this earth that I have ever made. Kings and queens will fall down and worship right alongside their servants. Everyone will be lifted, but none will be the greater. In this revelation of my love, all will be equal just as they will be elevated. This great outpouring will be your clarion call, and it will also be my herald. It will redefine your life on this earth and let you see it from my perspective. This is a season of change. This is a time of trials, for the battle rages. You wear the scars of this battle. I have told you this would be so from the beginning. I have prepared you for this. The enemy fears you and wants to destroy you. He is ferocious. It wants to devour your soul. It knows its time is short. Soon there shall be a separation, for I shall sweep clean the threshing floor. Choices will have to be made. If you are not with me, you are against me. I hold in my hand the sword of justice. All will be held accountable for all their words, as well as their deeds. For I am the final judgment. Time is an ally of the hopeful and an enemy of the hopeless. Shall you be found worthy to be with me in my Father's house? Set your heart to know me as I really am. I am the great I am, and there is no other God like me anywhere in heaven or earth. Do not underestimate who I can be to you. You may know me through my word, but many of you are too busy for me. In days coming, you will see this was a grave error on your part, as your knowledge of me is all you will have to sustain you then. Set your heart to know me as I really am. Know me as the great I am. Know me as King. Know me as God and Creator of all. My children, spend some time now to decide what you really believe, for very soon you will be required to stand for your beliefs. Soon, each person will choose which side they will stand on, as a great divide spreads across all the land. The enemy will pressure wicked leaders who will then pressure you. You must know what you believe before you stand for it, as a price will be paid for your beliefs. ask yourselves, what condition would cause you to lose faith in me, the one who is able to save your soul? If your family is taken in what is coming, would you deny me? If your wealth was taken in what is coming, would you turn your back on me? If your beloved is destroyed in what is coming, will you turn away your heart from me? What is the price of your faith in me? Do you believe, or do you demand I do this or that for you to believe in me? You must ask yourself these hard questions, my children, while there is yet time for your faith to become real. Do not put conditions on me, my children, for I am God and no man instructs me. Many of my children have conditional faith, conditional upon me doing this or protecting that and what is coming. But do you not know that a father is not commanded by his children? Do you think yourselves above me? Do you think you know what is best? Conditional faith will cause many to fall away from me and what is coming. Because I do not meet their expectations, many will turn their backs on me and serve the enemy. And the enemy shall have them. This is neither my desire nor my will, but their choice. My children, search your hearts and ascertain that your faith is not conditional. Search your hearts to know if anything could cause your faith in me to fail. This is of the highest priority. My people, the futures you have planned for yourselves will not happen as you have planned them. There are events coming that will change everything, and the futures you desired for yourselves will no longer be possible in this place. The end approaches quickly and brings with it much grief and destruction. I tell you these things that you may prepare your hearts and build your faith to withstand them. Many will turn from faith in me in this time, believing no God who loves them could allow these terrible things to happen. But look at all that has happened in the past already. Do you not know of those who have laid down their lives for my name's sake already? Do you not know there are many souls under my altar crying, "When, O God? When will you avenge us?" These things are not new, but you have been spared thus far. Begin to prepare your faith. My children, the storm that is coming will overtake your lives. It is much stronger than you imagine, and it will bring chaos and change like nothing you have seen before. War is coming soon, and war changes everything it touches. The war that is coming will usher in the end, and the last trumpet sounds soon. The door will shut, and the bridegroom will be inside. Those who will enter into my kingdom must enter soon. Pray for those you love who do not know me. If you will pray for them, I will save them, for it is my will they be saved as well. Some of them have precious little time. So do not put off to pray, for soon it will be too late. I am taking many of them home soon. Prioritize, my children. Put what is first. Meditate each day on what is most needful, and do those things. Soon chaos will abound, and there will be no time to think. My children, the time has come to do your final works. You know the work to be done. The time to delay has passed. I desire you would be about your Father's business in the earth, for your time to be done with these things is upon you. The time for playing is over. All things must be completed now. My children have a tendency towards imaginations and thinking all is well when all is not well. I know you wish to believe better days are upon you, but they are no longer upon you. Destruction brews behind the scenes, and soon will surround your houses. War will reign everywhere for the seals are being opened, and my word will be fulfilled to the last jot and tittle. Peace will be taken from the earth, and death will encompass it. Millions will die, not only in the wars, but in the pestilence and famines that follow the wars. There will be much suffering, and no way to escape it. My children, do the works I have assigned you now, that your reward will be great in heaven, and that you may reap the blessings of obedience while you are on the earth. Remember, I am with you always. Speak this message to many, but it's directed to a few. Examine yourself before it is too late. I see into men's hearts, good and evil. You have exalted yourself, causing pain and brokenness. You do not belong to me. You belong to the devil, your father, the accuser. Why would you think I would give you authority over any of my children? I will bring you low to the dirt. You will eat the dust. I will humble you. Now you will go and ask forgiveness from those you have slandered, and you will apologize for every evil word spewed from your mouth. I am the Lord God Almighty. I am the God of wrath. Vengeance is mine. I settle all accounts, not you. I will see if you obey my command. My warning has been given to you. Behold, I come quickly, as judge over all peoples, nations, and tongues. Disaster will visit the nations. Many will be perplexed by the events. My called and chosen have been anointed by me. My word is written in their hearts, and is alive as I am alive. I am the God of life, everlasting life. My book holds the key to this life. In all your days on the earth, have you read my words? Does my spirit hover over you in the day? And do you feel it at night in your spirit and in your slumber? You continue eating and drinking as in the day of Noah. If you read my word, you would know how this calamity begins. I give notice to the humble. There are prophets among you today, giving warnings to you. As my servant Noah, no one believed until the rain began to fall. Children, the rain is falling. The sun and moon are showing the signs. The stars have begun falling to the earth. The mountains and land is burning. Fire and brimstone will be falling from the heavens. Only when you see this will you believe. Your cities are being covered by water. Only when you see this, you will believe. You are a rebellious people. I will bring you to your knees. You will bow to me as your king. I await to hear you repent. Read my word and live. For those of you who desire to be saved, please see the 8-pillar study in this channel, which will give you the basics of salvation.